Want to know what the witches have in store for you?
Took a long time,
Follow me.
but we finally caught you.
What about her?
Until my sister Jane Ann met a girl.
Some werewolf girl.
The wolf.
Bring her out!
The brothers fought valiantly before Miss Guerrero escaped.
You let her get away.
Not exactly.
You're a new face.
I don't think we've met.
You know her?
It's Hayley, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Hayley Marshall.
Kyle Lockwood's little friend.
He's never mentioned you. Tell me, what did Katerina promise you?
You know, it's drawn to you. What is it with you and those wolves, anyway?
That mark. I've seen it before.
What about your parents?
Never met them.
In my considerable lifetime, I've only seen that mark on a handful of others.
I feel like we're connected somehow.
All from the same bloodline.
You bear the mark of the crescent.
This crescent birthmark means you come from a big shot family.
The whole reason I came to this stupid town in the first place was to learn more about my family.
I knew your whole family.
Now, does the name Labonair mean anything to you?
Who is Andrea?
Andrea Labonair.
It's familiar, yeah.
I think I am.
And after everything you went through to find us,
If the people in this book really are my family, what happened to them?
you're the one who's gonna break our curse. Take it. I hear you made quite an impression with the wolves.
It will work.
Crescent curse is broken then.
The last thing that we need is the reestablishment of the Labonair clan.
A werewolf clan that once thrived throughout much of what we now call Louisiana.
They lived to throw down, and they were good at it, too.
And as such, they are a threat. Your people need a leader. To Francesca's claim to leadership.
Girl has a natural gift for leading. There is not going to be a peace if the werewolves are excluded.
I knew you were tough. I knew you were cunning.
They want a seat at the table.
You're a Labonair.
Some kind of royalty to the werewolves of this region.
I never knew you were a queen.
There's your queen. You will always be their queen.
I was born a crescent. I'm the last of the Labonair line.
And you must be the famous Hayley Marshall Kenner.
Your moms are alpha all the Crescent Wolves now.
Alpha to the Crescent Wolves.
Which makes me an alpha.
These people need to show you more respect.
You should show me some respect.
You know, given the place of parents held in pack hierarchy, maybe they think you're gonna be the long-lost werewolf messiah.
Champion to the underdog.
You're the one the wolves all whisper about, like royalty.
You're a leader who cares for her people.
But like you said, they're my people.
Powerful.
Try it again. So if you hurt them, I will come for you.
You think she's angry right now? You wait until those claws come out and the eyes turn yellow.
And I will tear you apart. I'll kill you.
Fearless and unlovely. Merciful.
She surprised everyone.
Not everyone.
Let's just say that werewolf girl, Hayley,
I already know about Hayley, the werewolf girl.
turned out to be just the thing we needed to get Klaus out of our lives. For good.
You should have seen your brother's face when Hayley walked in.
She had a special connection to your brother.
As many of you know,
What if I told you that werewolf girl is carrying Klaus's child?
the werewolf mother.
I'm the pregnant werewolf.
The girl is carrying my child.
Right now, you're the most important person in this family.
I woke up this morning a wolf and a mother.
You died with the baby's blood still in your system.
I don't know what I am.
She's in transition.
I'm special.
Hayley Marshall was turned by the magic infused in her own child's blood.
The, hybrid Nick knocked up?
I'm a hybrid. Half vampire, half werewolf.
To be reborn a hybrid. She is embracing this. You're a hybrid now. A werewolf who isn't beholden to the moon, a vampire who doesn't burn in the sun. A little less criticism from you and Hayley will be just fine.
When I was living with the Crescents in the bayou, I finally understood the purity of being a wolf, the nobility.
The mother of your child deserves much better than just fine.
I'm looking for the hybrid
Find any remaining wolves.
who calls herself your queen.
Perhaps her people can reach her.
After ambushing them, they're not gonna want to be our friends, Klaus. I killed 8 wolves tonight before I got to Francesca. 8
Our kind winds up dead when they're around.
of my own people.
Why do we care about Hayley?
You're not one of us anymore.
She's not one of us.
You're not one of us. You're lining up.
True hybrid.
Without a hybrid?
I acted no better than a...
Hell, you're not even a wolf. You're a blood-sucking vampire parasite.
And a vampire.
Because a mark on your shoulder did not disappear when you became a hybrid.
Jack, whatever you and your friend think of me, my kind is the wolves. I am still a wolf.
You waged a just war on those who would harm your child.
If there's one thing these people hate more than vampires, it's hybrids.
What they hate is their lack of power.
You want the same? Then sit down, shut up,
Not only will they respect you, they will answer to you.
and listen. The werewolf power can be traced back to the myth of the unification ceremony, a ritual that bestowed certain unique abilities onto every member of the pack. But I have a unique ability. Because I'm a hybrid. I can control when I change.
Hayley is part of my family now, and you would seek to use her for your petty ambitions.
You're the ones who will change everything for us.
I'm not using her.
She can come home. All I can think about is how much I miss my daughter. The wolves will be on our side.
The wolves cannot be trusted.
Why would they do that now? Do you know what I learned? No one is going to respect you until you show them who you really are.
No, you can either be their friend or their queen. You can't be both.
Because you're their queen. Have your wedding. You are their queen. Save your wolves. You will be queen to an army.
You are gonna have one hell of an army to protect your little girl.
We're mobilizing an army. She will do what is asked of her.
Hayley, I understand this arrangement is important to your cause, and I would do nothing to dissuade you from it.
And you will do nothing to prevent that.
I would be remiss if I didn't tell you at least once.
Dad, ever since the first day that I met you, I have felt everything for you. And all this time, you were never able to say how you feel about me. And I get it.
Elijah, for once in your immortal life, can you just not be so noble?
What would you have me do?
Just be the guy who says how he feels.
Doesn't change a thing. Least of all, how I feel about you.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I could never be what you needed me to be.
But Jackson is.
Hayley Marshall, will you marry me?
I have to marry Jackson. I wanted to tell you sooner. I just didn't know how. It's this insane custom.
No, you don't need to explain. I understand the need to make sacrifices for one's family.
You're feeling guilty, aren't you?
He's a good, decent guy. You are who I should have wanted.
Wondering if you should tell your betrothed things he doesn't need to know.
He knows about Elijah.
Are you in love with him? Do you love him?
Jack.
Just tell me the truth for once.
Do you ever have an ex you just still can't seem to get out of your system? Under your skin?
The truth is, Hayley, it's not love on which the strongest foundations are built.
I chose you. I married you.
Are you in love with him?
And Jackson knew that.
Guess I already knew that, didn't I?
You knew when you married me.
It's the decency of merciful lies.
And I think that I can be happy with him.
What I want.
Tell me that you think betrothals are stupid. Tell me that I have a choice.
And I just want to be happy, Elijah.
It's for that girl to be happy. I want you to be happy.
You mean that fake husband you've been parading around in front of Elijah?
How does it feel when you see Hayley look at him?
Do you know the agony it causes him?
Everybody knows you're in love with her. For all the poems written on the subject of unrequited love, there are so few on the pain of being the object of that affection.
What besides love inspires such pain and cruelty?
You ever feel like that?
Like what? I guess I never really saw what love was supposed to look like. He let me feel what it is to be loved.
Like you were just destined for someone?
But I could never manage to give up Elijah. Yes.
How she still held a candle for the guy.
Once before, I couldn't walk away. When I wasn't with my daughter, all I thought about was you.
My interest is in you. You hardly know him,
You don't even know me.
And yet you miss him.
It's obvious. You're in love with Elijah.
What is it about my brother that always inspires such instant admiration?
My feelings for Elijah are complicated.
Things between us are complicated. He was kind to me.
But that doesn't mean that I love you any less, Jack.
You will always have a choice.
I chose you, and I choose you again every single day. Can't that be enough?
Perhaps you like it, knowing you still have the power to break his heart.
What is the best way to truly hurt a hybrid?
I love Hayley, and I will fight for her.
You're waiting for the day I die so that you can take your immortal place beside Hayley.
You want Jackson dead.
And then it came to me.
He's mortal. Mortals perish.
I'm dead.
And he died leaving me to spite it. And now that Jackson's gone, you're free.
Your husband is dead. It hurts, but we both know the person you share a true connection with is still breathing.
It must be nice, like a weight lifted. Out of respect for him, I have to let you go.
It's easy to speak well of Jackson.
You took a very good man from this world.
He was a good man.
But you will be with me forever.
You were supposed to be my wife. She was supposed to be my wife.
Till death do us part.
I am sorry for your loss.
Jack, I'm so sorry.
Everybody's sorry.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't make a whole lot of difference, does it?
We'll find who did this. Whoever did this, we will deal with them. It won't be long.
But I will make them suffer for this.
Wolf bites.
Hayley!
What do you think you're doing?
I'm not worried. I'm not. That's more mercy than Jackson ever got.
They were tortured and then torn apart.
When Jack was down, you fought for him.
But you,
This is a list.
I promise you,
And return the favor tenfold.
I will make all of them suffer.
The ones responsible for his execution, which I was forced to watch.
The Six will consider this as an act of war, Hayley.
You will be forgotten.
A lot of married folk never get that far.
And as you run
To the devil in the deep blue sea.
in the ocean, remember my face. The truth is that my husband died because he loved me. Everything has changed. Not just for me. And loving any of us is a death sentence, isn't it? I just can't keep losing people.
Now you have grieved enough.
There's a storm.
Coming, Shay.
And the monsters who treated you like crap turned you into a girl who loved monsters.
We're all of us monsters.
I was a mother, now I'm a monster.
Truth is, I'm a monster too.
Your darkest demons ride upon it. I've all done terrible things, Jack.
Committed countless atrocities over the years.
You did terrible things to find my family, Elijah. Except for hope.
Promise me, if not for yourself, then for hope.
Why is she with you, Klaus?
Unlike some, he's doing what is best for his daughter.
She's innocent.
It isn't fair to do justice with none of our defenders.
She doesn't deserve that. You have to do better. I'm gonna skin you alive.
Now, I beseech you to think of your daughter.
In all this time, has anyone asked you how you feel
About having a miracle baby with a psychotic one-night stand.
about being a mother?
I want to tell you a story to my little girl about a beautiful baby girl.
I made a promise.
I made a promise to my baby and to myself
3 things that you will have that I never did. That she would not grow up like I did. I promised her a home where she would feel safe and protected by the people that love her.
that she would grow up safe and loved.
In other words, family. I'm a hybrid, but I'm also a mom. I'm just a mom.
I think it's a girl.
I think it's a girl. So there you go, baby girl. The rest we're gonna have to figure out together.
I want you to promise me that you'll always protect her, no matter what.
You have my word.
And the parents who swore they would die to protect her.
All right, those wolves, Jackson, they die for you.
She's far safer in the bayou with her pack than she would ever be here with us.
Then all we gotta do is just forget.
Question is, are you gonna let them?
Are you here as a crescent?
A werewolf queen who betrays her own kind for a bunch of vampires.
I betrayed a lot of people over the last 5 years, Elijah.
She spent half her life with humans and the other half with vampires.
Or as a Michelson.
You chose the original family over your own kind.
If the answer's yes, then you gotta live with that.
What's your dog in this fight?
After all the Michelsons took from you,
You're not a Michelson.
you're still living, playing right along like you was one of them.
What stopped you?
They're my family, Mary. They're people just to cover my tracks, keep hope safe.
No one deserves what you've been through.
You could have been free of all of this.
They're Hope's family.
Is she the reason you're here?
I'm here as a mom.
When I was fighting with those vampires, I realized I wasn't just protecting myself.
Because of what I've been through that I have her.
Hope is all Hayley will ever have.
She's a Michelson.
Enough.
All I know is push came to shove, and
She will fight us. She will not relent. What you need to do is stay alive for your little girl.
I realized I wouldn't let anyone hurt it. Everything I do is for her.
We're both cast-offs. We've learned to fight when we're backed into a corner.
If they want to fight, I'll give them a fight. Oh, we're backed into a corner now. And someone to fight for you. That's what family does. We fight for each other, no matter what.
This is our fight.
It's not your
Yes,
fight.
it is.
It's time to fight. You ready for battle, Hayley? Little wolf. We fight for those we love. No more running, little wolf.
A queen and a king.
And a queen does not run.
Or maybe I just stopped running.
I fight to protect the people that I care about.
Queen. Believe it or not, Hayley, I would actually like you to be here.
I always thought if I could find my parents, I'd finally realize
That's what family is.
Hayley, this family comes with many hardships, but there is at least one benefit.
Well, I suppose family rarely does.
You will always have a home here. You do also. Our daughter should be raised by her parents.
There's the people you're born to and the people you choose who stand beside you when things are hard.
You're still one of us.
You were a Michelson.
A Michelson. We're all fighting for the same thing now. I'm not going to teach my daughter that it's okay to have the ones you love to die. Just trying to protect the ones that we love.
We keep going, so we will face all our enemies together as a family. You are the mother of Claffy's child, B.
And I just met Stella, the mother of your child.
We've come here for the girl. Give her to us,
war.
You take her heart, you start a war. The rest of my family will stand against us.
So if you hurt me,
The Michaelsons are gonna kill all of us.
I'll kill you.
We kill everyone here.
In defense of her.
Do not take my baby. I will kill all of you.
This woman's family. She is our family now.
In that family, sometimes honesty
I'm not afraid to die.
Knowing that it would mean your death.
can get you killed.
Neither are you.
Maybe, but you go out of your way to help him.
She died because she got caught up in the Michelson world.
When things get bad, remember,
And every time you do, you're tempting fate.
I tried to get you clear of it.
Hayley will have to be eliminated.
I don't really know how I feel about being a mother because
No, where are my parents?
They're dead.
I don't even know what it's like to have a mother, let alone be one.
I never really had a good one.
If I died and someone threw a party, I would be so pissed.
Who's next? Klaus? Me? Just like me.
You almost did.
I don't know what to do.
When I left last, I thought for sure you'd hate Klaus forever.
And I really wish that you were here to tell me. Seems I owe you an apology.
Little wolf.
Little wolf. Little wolf.
Oh, I will, but even when you hate him, you still love him.
I've given you 1,000 reasons to abandon me.
I'm not giving up on you, Klaus.
You haven't.
I love you. Your mom.
I remember how your mom used to come by the school. We all used to say how beautiful she was. She was.
I knew who she was. Klaus. I'm Elijah.
I'm Hayley. By the way,
Andrea.
It wasn't until all my memories returned that I realized.
You killed my brother.
I will always protect you. I will not let anything happen to you. You have my word on that.
When you let Hayley die.
I could have saved her. Could have saved her, Nicholas.
Because despite what you might think, you did love her, not because of some family obsession, because of her.
You find a woman that her smile could end wars and she has a heart as big as Ireland.
Do my sons ever acknowledge the good you bring into their lives?
He used to always say that the good in me came from my mom.
There's just too much good in you.
To Hayley.
To Hayley!
May she sleep with the angels, and I'm sure she'll teach him a thing or two.
A smile to end the war.
You know, when Elijah thought you were dead, he said we'd lost our family's only hope.
After all, it was you who gave them hope.
This was our family's hope.
She's gone.
And now she's gone. Your life is more than the salvation of the Michelson family.
Hope Michelson.
Hope. Andrea Michelson. Because she believed in something better for all of us.
I want to believe in you. Don't let us down.
Because she fought for it when we couldn't.
Be kind.
Vampires like Hayley. Everyone does.
Doesn't make you weak, Klaus.
My mom is dead.
We'll never forget what happened, but
Tell her that it's gonna hurt. She's dead, and it's my fault.
it always will.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything that happened, and I can't forgive myself.
Well, too bad.
You can't let the past define who you are.
Because I forgive you.
I'm your mom. I love you, and I would forgive you for anything. I forgive you. Oh,
I'm not dead because of you. I'm at peace because of you.
Hayley Marshall
we'll have to explain this family to Hope someday.
made me feel like I was part of a family.
But you know what I'll start with?
Always and forever.
Always and forever.
I guess I'll see you in the next life.
She told me to tell you that she's still holding out for that dance.
If we're destined to meet each other in another life, just know I'll be waiting for another dance.
No one will ever be able to replace her, and she would never